reincarnation is the machine. Again, the energy cannot die, so you cannot die.
Okay, so in this video, we're talking about David Icke and how he is just giving us bits and pieces of truth. This particular video is called Age of Truth TV. If you are paying attention, you'll see that there is an eye, a circle, an eye with the pyramid in it. So already that should tell you that this is control opposition. The only reason why David Icke is hinting at the reincarnation trap is because people like me are forcing people like David Icke, to do some damage control because they haven't been talking about it. I mean, this guy is much, much older than I am. And only recently he started talking about just mentioning reincarnation trap. David Icke. If David Icke were really interested in telling the truth, the absolute truth, then he would tell us exactly how the reincarnation trap is set up. He would tell us how we can avoid how we can avoid David Icke, how we can avoid the reincarnation trap. But instead, he doesn't address the key issues to ascension. He's still eating meat, and there's no doubt in my mind he still takes it up in the butt. This is what all these people, this is the people who you are defending. Some of you are defending that I can't call them niggers, and I can't call them evil. Okay? They are serious niggers. They have manipulated many, many frequencies, many, many dimensions. Their souls are dark. They are demonic. Okay? They are serious niggers out there who are trying to make sure that you don't return to source consciousness, the final dimension. And so, of course, they can't tell you absolute lie, so they have to make sure that they don't go too deep, so you don't understand. Let's listen in a little bit.
All your thoughts, all your feelings, your love, your hate, your jealousy, whatever, that is in the energy body.
It's my conclusion over many years that reincarnation is a trap. It's not that it doesn't exist, although I don't think it's quite the same as it's explained. It's a bit more subtle, maybe. But
yes, it is, David Icke. Okay? In your opinion, David Icke, it's not in your opinion. It's an absolute fact. So don't present it like you're thinking about it. You know, those of you who are in control, you know that the reincarnation trap is an absolute trap. People are recycled over and over again. They lose their memory. They think that this is their first life and they only have one life to live. They don't remember what it means to be part of the totality of Source. They are trapped here in many other dimensions. But they're trapped because they refuse to give up meat. They are trapped because they refuse to give up violence. They are trapped because they refuse to tell the truth and keep it real. They are trapped because whatever. I've explained it enough. Let's listen to what he has to say here.
I do think it's a trap.
The recycling of souls, reincarnation, is the machinery of this universe. Since hearing that,
I understand that very well, what Linda is saying. It is the machinery of this universe. Okay, I'll make a correction to that. The reincarnation soul trap is the machinery in the entire universe, controlled by niggers like ICKE and Lil and the entire council. Control even higher up by the AI intelligence, artificial intelligence. The universe cannot function without negativity. Okay, people think that the entire universe, that we've been told that the universe is all there is. But if you listen to my reincarnation videos, you will understand that the universe is only a small portion of the entirety of what exists. It's a circular, round space that we're not allowed to see beyond it because of our constant consumption or engagement in negativity and things that block our memory recall. So the AI uses it. The AI understands that it too is light turned into solid form. Everything is alive. So the reincarnation trap, these people are finally addressing it because there are too many videos out there that are telling the truth. So they have to sort of say something about it if they are to continue deceiving us.
And having had a lot of discussions with a lot of other people about this whole thing, one of the growing consensus of investigators is whatever is the conflict, whatever is a secret war, whatever has been going on this planet for 270 million years, there are beings that are studying where the human soul goes at the moment of death because they cannot enter that dimension.
They cannot enter that dimension.
I don't think it would be beneficial for us to remember.
Let's go back a little bit. The demonic entities, dark beings, cannot enter that dimension. So they are studying what's going on in order to deceive. They have no desire to emulate what helps those who increase, who rise up. I'm speaking from personal experience where I had to combat negative entities. I had to spank really hard to make sure, pain is a good reminder not to mess with someone. So, to me, it's intuitively clear why they're studying such beings are ascending. Dark entities do not give in. They do not. The darker they are, you'll be surprised to how stubborn they are. So, yeah.
Remember all of these past lives and all these past experiences because it would affect how we relate to now. Because it's all about what you do with it. It's all about what you do with this experience, and you've got to have the opportunity to mess up.
So you do believe in reincarnation, like past lives?
I do. Well, you look at it really, I believe that there's a single consciousness. I believe there's only one of us here experiencing life from 7 billion.
A single consciousness. The single consciousness is what we call source consciousness. That is the reason why 1 + 1 will always be 1. Because if you take a sheet of paper and you divide it into 2, to piece it back together, both sides, or how many pieces you put it into, must fit into 1. This is basic math that is not being taught in schools or universities. There's a single consciousness. This is part of the reason why we are here. Those of us who are here to help out, because we understand, because it is like hell here, working until you 7 years old. Seriously, what forces anyone who is from source like me to come here? I want to get out of here every day. I think about it, but there is a higher force, your higher self, your higher source, that reminds you that the mission is of the utmost importance.
In different perspectives. So I could be you at any given time. So there's your reincarnation. Who knows if time is cyclic or if it's linear or whatever? How do we know there's only one of us?
All right, I do know. Time doesn't really exist. It's all just decorations. You can't go back to the past. I've talked about this before. You cannot go to the future. Everything is happening now. You can pretty much forecast the future billions and trillions of years ahead and pretty much know what's going to happen because of certain patterns. But okay, so let's look at time this way. So let's not, it's pretty straightforward. There are many worlds, many dimensions within the universe. Okay, some people in other frequencies have reached levels very high up, and some people have reached levels very low and dark. So since everything is happening at the same time, so if you want to time travel, you can travel within the present. So you can go to a very high dimension where technology is unbelievable, and if you're not careful, you'll say, well, this is the future, but it's not really the future, just a matter of where these light beings, these souls, these entities have reached. It's not the future. It's just a matter of, it's the present, but they are very high up. And I think that's one of the reasons why people get so confused with time traveling. They think that they can literally go back to the past. You can't go back to the past because the past doesn't exist. Okay, and you can't go to the future. You can look into future possibilities, which, depending on how bright you are, how bright as a soul you are, could be very, very accurate. But that's how time traveling is. It's not a matter of opinion. It is what is. And on this station, we keep it real.
There isn't just one of us here that comes back and experiences reality from 7 billion different perspectives each time. How do we know?
When you die, you're met by whoever you believe in. If you
Alright, so this guy, he looks so freaking old. When I started listening to him in 2009 with Project Camelot show, oh man, wow. Is any truth in what he's saying?
believe in God, or believe in Jesus, or if you're Muslim, believe in Allah, or whoever you believe in meets you there. And for instance, now I will be met by the Great Pumpkin, because I believe the Great Pumpkin is gonna meet me there.
That's
So
gonna be
anyway,
Alright, so he believes he will be met by the Great Pumpkin. Okay, so yes, that part is true. Okay, so what's happening is the council and those controlling the reincarnation trap are just showing you what you believe in, because it's important for you to have a belief system. Belief, not that which is absolutely true. As long as you accept it as true, even if it's not the absolute, then they can use it against you. Okay, that's how you're met. Okay, that's how the reincarnation works. It doesn't matter if you're an atheist, or you believe in Jesus Christ, or you believe in Buddha. It's all a trap. The only thing that's not a trap is the light inside you, and that's what they're using against you. So you're met by... Alright, Project Camelot.
What people are calling the white light is not always the same white light. It's not all lights are the same.
Damn right. And your light, Carrie, is very dark.
Not all light beings are the same. And you can be deceived by one being looking like a light being when in reality it's a dark.
When in reality, you should avoid the tunnel of light.
being.
So they can change form.
Absolutely. And all I'm saying is that I would be very careful with thinking that everyone is doing the same thing. And that all...
Well, how do we be careful? Okay, it's like you tell someone to be careful, but if the person has the DNA and the natural inclination to do certain things, at the end of the day, if you don't give that person deeper advice, like it's not enough to tell someone to do something because their behavior and DNA are set in a certain way. You have to be very specific and tell them how to change, rewire their brain. Okay? So what they're saying seems nice, but they're not going deeper. And going deeper requires her, David Icke, and people, the deceivers, to tell us things like, stop eating meat. Okay? Rewire your brain fast. Okay? Stop eating flesh. These are the things that will truly help you. Okay? It's not enough to purely see. What else do they have to say?
all these experiences are the same.
A being of light came in front of me, and he was so bright that I had to kneel, and it looked like, well, I'm a Lutheran by birth, so it looked like Jesus' figure, this light being looking like Jesus, like Statue of Liberty. Was so big, and I couldn't look because it was so strong. He said, it's nothing, great to be a doctor. And I was a young doctor, I was proud of it. And then it showed my whole life what's going to happen. And I couldn't understand, of course. And then I came back to the body, and I wake up. And then I start to say, I have seen this. Oh, yeah, you lost so much blood. It's okay, it's okay.
But if you saw Jesus, I mean, a lot of people who would see Jesus would think of it as like a revelation and a proof that he exists, and this is a religious proof, isn't it? Was that how you felt at the time?
No, I just felt the light. But if I had been a Muslim, according to research and near-death experiences, I would have seen probably Muhammad. If I had been a Buddhist, I would have seen Buddha. So it depends on your cultural background, how you experience.
Yeah, it depends on how they are deceiving you. It's automatic. Whatever you believe in is what they throw at you. The only thing that they cannot deceive is absolute truth. Source consciousness. Source consciousness does not have anything to do with Jesus Christ, Buddha, science, any religions. It is outside of so-called time. It is for which some of us are here. Okay? Religion is not the answer. Science is not the answer. They're all polluted.
When you're in other dimensions.
As a Christian, Muslim, Jew,
Right.
Buddhist, Hindu.
That's right.
And then you see those gods, but isn't
Exactly.
that obvious? Too obvious?
Well, I don't know. I didn't know what I was going to experience. But in general, you can say if you're atheist, that comes from research too, you just see the light, a being of light. And what does the being of light number one tell you? It says, what have you done with your life? What have you done with your life? And your life from your birth into this body to the moment that you're out because of a whatever accident or what. So everything you have said, everything you have experienced, just goes like a film like this.
I mean, you look at the millions and millions of people now who've had near-death experiences when their body has died and then been revived, and they talk about what happened in that period in between. First of all, time disappears, because time and weight and motion and all these...
Okay, David, tell them how to escape the reincarnation trap. Tell them, David. Okay? Go deeper.
Things that we take for granted in this reality are only information decoded by the brain. And the brain is all operating in this...
Alright, okay. This is enough.
frequencies
Let's see if he says anything.
hatred. These things are represented by frequencies. If you're in a state of joy,
Okay. Nothing there.
life, and
Okay. Those hands, man. Those are so fake. Arthritis, my butt. Seriously. Is anybody still falling for this arthritis excuse? Alright, okay, this thing has stopped working again. I'm not going to watch the whole thing here. I've seen enough of his videos to know that he is a major deceiver who has shape-shifted many times. Quote on radio, quote on film. You can watch, type in the word David Icke shape-shifting and you'll see that this guy is a major deceiver. I mean, those hands, I mean, I can't believe I fell for that. Arthritis in my butt. ICKE, the Triple Cross is out.